family, Haugen. Starting a family is not a luxury. It's something that our society needs to survive. And if we are pushing out 50% of the workforce because only the top elite can afford to take paid leave, what does that say about the state of our economy? This quote comes from Judith Ohikware, a member of the New York Writers Coalition, who has written many pieces on the fight for maternity leave. At some point in our lives, most of us will have to make the decision between staying at home with our children for a short or long maternity/paternity leave, or going back to work sooner in order to get by. It's the same situation that our own parents had to deal with, even our grandparents. This problem has been affecting our families for generations. Something needs to change. The U.S. Department of Labor, under the Family and Medical Leave Act, should provide paid parental leave. First, I will talk about the problems with our current parental leave system. Next, I will discuss a possible solution and the benefits that it would provide. Let me tell you about the problems with our current provisions for parental leave. There are many issues with the United States' current system for parental leave. With lack of parental leave, health is negatively affected. Child health is also affected by parental leave. Conception through the first years of life are very important in establishing the basic foundation of human health. Without parental leave, there is not enough time for parents and children to bond. According to Nancy Bush-Rossnagel, professor of psychology at Fordham University and an expert in parent-child relationships, in the International Journal of Childcare and Education Policy, published in 2018, states that maternity leave plays an important role in supporting quality of interactions in the development of secure attachments. These attachments take time to develop and are established after repeated interactions, which requires that parents and children spend a lot of time together during the first year of life. The current U.S. system for parental leave is insufficient. Compared to other countries, the U.S. is far behind the curve in parental leave policies. All other OECD, or Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, countries provide paid leave, with 47% of members providing 100% wages. FMLA is also not universal. According to Julia Isaacs, a senior fellow in the Center on Labor, Human Services, and Population at the Urban Institute, and an expert in childcare and family policy, in the publication Paid Family Leave in the U.S., published in May 2017, states that in 2016, only 1 in 7 U.S. civilian workers had access to paid family leave as an employee benefit. The current U.S. systems for parental leave also promote inequality. Without a national quota for paid parental leave, people of a lower socioeconomic status are left behind. Socioeconomic status is also closely related to whether or not a mother is eligible to leave under FMLA. 5% of first-time mothers who worked during their pregnancy from 2006 to 2008 were let go from their jobs, either during pregnancy or within 6 months of childbirth. Working mothers with few or no options for paid leave often have to either quit employment, go back to work immediately after childbirth, or take unpaid leave. People with less education and lower wages are the least likely to be covered by FMLA, and women are also the least likely to be covered, and single mothers and mothers of a lower socioeconomic status are less likely to be covered than other mothers. First, I discussed the problems. Now that I've told you about the problems with our current system, let me tell you about a better way. The U.S. Department of Labor, under the Family and Medical Leave Act, should provide paid parental leave. When we provide paid parental leave, there is an increase in health. Maternal health is positively affected by parental leave. When fathers take maternity leave, there is a decrease in depression, loneliness, fatigue, and stress, and less days of work are lost due to these health problems. Child health is also affected by parental leave. Stephen Bezruka, senior lecturer in global health and health services at Washington University in the journal Healthcare, published in July 2016, states that dedicated time for parents to be with their children in the earliest month of life offers significant benefits to the child. When fathers and mothers took parental leave, there was a decrease in low birth weights, decrease in infant deaths, increase in breastfeeding rates, longer parental lifespan, increase in maternal health, and increase in child achievement throughout their life. Parental leave also helps increase equality. When mothers and fathers both have access to paid parental leave, there's an increase in equality in caring for children. According to Sarah Cools, a senior research fellow at the Institute for Social Research in the Scandinavian Journal of Economics, published in July 2015, states that a parental leave quota greatly increases the share of men taking paternity leave. Paternity leave also benefits women. It strengthens women's positions in the labor market, reduces the wage gaps, and increases the amount of women in the labor market. According to Carmen Castro Garcia, a pioneer on gender equality and founder of the Plent platform, which advocates for equal and non-transferable paternity and maternity leave throughout Europe, in the journal Feminist Economics, published in July 2016, states that men's involvement in childcare at the same level as women's and absence from work for the same length of time is essential in eliminating differentiated gender roles. First, I discussed the problems with the US's current system for parental leave. Then, I discussed a possible solution and the benefits that it would provide. The United States Department of Labor, under the Family and Medical Leave Act, should provide paid paternity leave and maternity leave. No one should have to choose between being able to afford to take care of their child and spending time with their newborn. Let's offer all parents the luxury, or as most would call it, the expected norm of being able to take paid leave. We must start the relationship of a parent and child off in the right way, as they deserve.
6:24, great.